What's up, guys? Christian here from TCG Buzz, bringing you a new deck profile for Ancient World, and it's the Duel Sieger deck, which is, it's like Duel Sieger in 2018. What? Yes, indeed. So a few things changed. I think this deck is meta. It's one of the things I think it changed because of this card right here. So let's get into it. Our buddy is Duel Sieger SD, but it should actually be Centurion, but I haven't pulled an extra copy, and I don't want to buy anything right now, so that stays there for now. All right. So we run 4 copies of Duel Sieger Centurion. He is our bread and butter of the deck, basically. So what does Centurion do for the deck? Well, first off, he's a 7/2/7, which, to be honest, we're not really going to do anything with him. Besides, when this card enters the field, draw a card, then call up to 1 Dragon Lord monster from your hand without paying its call cost, and put this card into that card's soul. If that card is in the soul of a Dragon Lord, then that card gets Soul Guard, and this card has lifelink of 3. So, this right here, this is the deck. This breaks Duel Sieger or any other Dragon Lord deck you're trying to do, which I think you're only playing Duel Sieger as the only Dragon Lord deck in Buddy Fight until something else comes out. But I digress. So let's get to the other cards. We run 4 copies of Duel. Well, hold on a second. Pinnacle of Martial Arts, Duel Sieger, got Eclipse. So this guy is very cheesy. He's a 15/0/15. So we don't use his call cost at all. We just use Centurion. Call Centurion out, call that, and then boom, you have a 15/0/15. That's very strong right there. But he only has 0 crit. This card sucks. Well, let me tell you, sir, or madam, or whatever, that this card gets critical to equal to the number of Duel Siegers in your drop zone. So this guy gets very big. Like 10 crit big. So, that being said, let's keep going with the rest of the Duel Siegers in the deck. So we run 4 copies of a little boy, Duel Sieger SD. So Duel Sieger SD is a 6/3/6 that we only use them to search out other pieces of Duel Sieger. So his lifelink ones or whatever, so just from your hand, pay a gauge, discard him, search the deck for another Duel Sieger. So he's pretty strong in searching, which helps the deck. And that's pretty much it. And then we run 2 copies of, what is this one? Duel Piper Tempest Enforcer, sure. Is a 12/3/12. He's a classic, everybody loves them. It was always the final stage, and then Gauch used them with infinity power and penetrate, whatever. So we can also use him to call God Eclipse out easily, or not. He's our second go-to if things are not going our way. So he has also triple attack and lifelink loose, just like God Eclipse has quadruple attack and lifelink loose, a better version of that. So play him if you want to. You can set up with them for some fun plays. You can call Centurion out, call this, and then kill this guy after attacking, call God Eclipse out, and then finish your opponent off in like 1 turn. So now we just run a bunch of 1 copies of the Duel Sieger guys. So 1 copy of this, what is this guy called? Martial Arts Imperial Dragon Emperor Duel Sieger. He's a 7/7, and he does things when he enters the field. Like when this monster on the field is attacked, you may put 2 cards from your deck into the gauge. Wow, look at that. But whatever, we don't really call him. Same for this guy. We don't call our Arc Dragon Lord Duel Sieger. What we would call him. We definitely don't call Martial Arts Dragon Demon Lord Duel Sieger. We don't call the original one. We don't call the Impact Monster one, even though you can keep him with you. And then we also have Spartan. But we still run them because we want them in the drop zone. These guys are all going to the drop zone. All right? Never play them unless you want to. All right. And then we run a different Ancient World dude that is just here for fun. Oh no. Erudite, Dragon Emperor, Philosophia. Pretty much use them counter, choose a monster on the field, and you may discard this card from your hand and pay a gauge. Reduce them that chosen card. Even though, if your opponent casts a card that rests your Duel Sieger, you can just say, screw that, man, and I'm just going to stand him back up and keep going. Or if they have 12 shields in hand, you might want to use these. Who knows? Alright, so that's all of the monsters in this Duel Sieger deck, so let's go for all the spells. All that. So we run 4 copies of Divine Dragon Creation, pay 2 life, draw 2 cards. Then we run 3 copies of Sky Dragon Divinity. So only cast this card if you have 10 or less cards in your drop zone. Pay a gauge in a life. Return up to 3 cards from your drop zone onto the bottom of your deck. If you do, you draw 2 cards. And then we run 2 copies of Stone and Dragon Fair Skylines. Pay 2 gauge, draw 3 cards, discard 2, which also helps getting our dual Cybers into the drop zone. Then we have 2 copies of Brawling Dragons, which, discard a size 3 from hand and pay a life. Discard one of your size 3s, like a Duel Sieger, and draw 2 cards. And then we run 4 copies of Dragon Emperor Legend, a classic in the ancient world, world. I have nothing else to say. So again, I gauge a life and draw a card. Then we run 4 copies of Sturdy Dragon Strike. This is going to help us get our Duel Sighters into the drop zone very easily. Put 2 and then gain a gauge, which is nice. Then we run 3 copies of Dragon Dreams, gain 3 life when you cast it, which is nice. You don't die. Makings of a Great Dragon. Pay 2 life, search your deck for Dragon Lord. Enough said. All of your monsters are Dragon Lords. Yes, they are. I just checked one of them. And, of course, we're always going to run 100 Demon Sorcery. Oh, no. You sure? Yes. So, counter, destroy your monster, gain a gauge. And then so you probably would, kill, Tempest Enforcer to get God Eclipse out. Kill your opponent, maybe. And the last card in the deck, we run 2 copies of Rise and Fall of Dragons, pay 2 life, gain 4 gauge. Very much helps the deck. So that's pretty much it. There's no strategy. It's just literally one mindset. Get this guy out and mill your deck, bend your deck, or whatever, to get this guy out and then God Eclipse, and then pound your opponent to the ground like a meat factory, I guess. Yeah, that's all. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment below. Make sure to visit our Discord, our Instagram. Make sure to check out our shop. Links in the description below. And we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.